Hello everyone, my name is Michael K. and welcome to a Replica Airguns Airsoft Pistol Tabletop Review. Today we're looking at the G&G GS-801. And again, this is an airsoft pistol, so it shoots the plastic 6mm airsoft BBs. It's a CO2 Blowback semi-auto pistol. Now keep in mind, this is the tabletop review. I have not shot this gun at all. There will be no shooting in this video. I will be doing a full field test shooting review shortly for this gun, so make sure to check back for that. Alright, let's get into some of the specifications. This gun is made by G&G. It's a blowback CO2 semi-auto shooter. Shoots in single action only. Uses 12 gram CO2 cartridges. Again, it shoots the 6mm airsoft plastic BBs and nothing else. It has a 14 round stick magazine, so it's a dropout metal magazine that holds the BBs only. This gun is mostly all metal with a few plastic parts on it. This gun weighs in at 1.64 pounds or 742 grams, has a total length of 7.5 inches, and shoots roughly up to 450 FPS. So it shoots, they say, somewhere between 120 and 140 meters per second. If you take the 140 meters per second and convert that into FPS, it's about 450. So we'll see how the field test shooting portion works out and see if it shoots up in that range or not. Even 400 would be just fine. Now this version has the adjustable laser sight built into the gun. We'll show you that in a bit. It also has an accessory rail just under it for other accessories. Maybe a light or something like that. Now this gun is made in Taiwan. And, you know, I don't really know exactly what it looks like. To me it kind of looks like a large PPK. So here's a PPK, slightly different trigger guard. But you can see they're similar. Maybe a PT-85, a little bit. I mean, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if it's actually a copy of any one specific gun, but it does have that sort of PPK Makarov look to it. Alright, let's take a walk around on this pistol and see what she looks like close up. Alright, so we have our GS-801 wording there, branding. Full metal CO2 powered airsoft gas blowback pistol. So the frame, it's not a polymer frame, it's a full metal gun, and you can kind of see that. Here's the actual frame. All metal, so it has good weight to it. It feels really nice. And it's fairly thin. So this would make a nice sidearm. Nice and compact, nice and flush. It's not going to be sticking out much. Now, I'll show you the other side, but this laser does pop in and out. When it's in the forward position, it won't activate by the trigger. When it's in the back position, it will activate the laser. I'm not sure if you can see it. There you go. See how you pull the trigger part way? And the laser activates. If it's out, you don't get that. Alright, so we'll leave it in for now. Metal trigger guard again. And to remove the magazine, you just push this forward and pull it out. Full metal magazine. Alright, it's got the lock out at the bottom. Nice G&G branding here on the grips. Slide catch should lock back. You can see it locks back. This magazine's empty, so it locks back. Slide catch release. Okay, take a look at the other side. Again, more obviously. Got your G&G on the grips. Finish is very nice. I don't see any wearing at all. A lot of times you'll see like little wear spots even in the box, just from rubbing around in the box. You can sometimes see the wear spots. Kind of hard to see this wording. It's pretty small. But there we go. There's some wording on here. It's very small, just your warning instructions. And you also have your serial number. And it's nice because it's just stamped into the gun, so it's not really you know, overtaking the look of the gun. You barely see it at all. That's nice. I like it when they do that. So you got your safety switch here. Again, this is your switch for your laser, if you want it working or not. And these, I believe, is the takedown lever, or the takedown to take the slide off. I haven't tried it. I don't know if I'm going to take it off right now. We'll see. Maybe I will. Okay. Bottom of the gun. You do have some seams a little bit on the frame there. Okay. Front of the gun. Barrel's not really recessed too much. Just the standard size opening, 6mm. Front of the laser. You can see here you can adjust your laser with these holes. Just use an Allen key, which is provided. I didn't show you that actually. I should show you that. The box So you can see there is an actual two-tone version. Comes with the manual. Can't remember if this one came with, yeah, this one came with some BBs. It's a small pack of BBs. And it came with the Allen key, and it came with the actual batteries. Now, what I want to show you really, really quickly, because it kind of messed me up. Okay, you'll see here on this picture, it looks like the batteries are pointing with the rounded side forward. That's the wrong way. The plus side, which is the back side of the battery, has to be pointing that way. Has to be pointing forward. So back side of the battery is plus, which is the non-rounded side, has to point that way. So it's actually reversed to what you see in this picture. So it kind of messed me up. And the other thing is the batteries were they were stuck to some tape, so you couldn't even read which was the plus or minus. So I cleaned up the batteries using some alcohol, and then I could see that it was the plus the other way, and they were nice and clean, and everything worked fine after that. So keep that in mind. Let's take a look down the sights. They are white dot sights. If I can focus it. There you go. Except for the front is black. White in the back. They're non-adjustable. You do have your open ejection port, which is nice. Okay, and again, you pull that trigger and you get your red dot, or sorry, your laser. The trigger is kind of long, you'll see here. It's long, it's a little spongy. You really got to press, 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 and then it releases. So the take-up is quite a bit, and then it doesn't just sort of go. You really have to keep pressing. I think that's possibly because of the laser setup. They don't want you accidentally shooting it when you don't mean to. Okay, because when you do push the trigger in, you get your laser going on there. Okay. All right, let's see if I can take this apart. Now, you can pop this out by pushing this forward and then pulling your laser right out. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to see if I can take the slide off. There we go. So the slide, it does field strip, which is nice. I know a lot of you like that when the gun field strips. That's a cool thing. Okay, get in there and maybe do some cleaning if you need to. And always go back a little bit harder. Pretty easy, actually. There it is. Okay, we're back together. Pop that in, and we're done. All done. So nice that it field strips. Easy for cleaning. Alright, so at this point we're going to get into some pros and cons. This gun has lots of metal, so it has a good overall weight to it. Feels nice, even though it's fairly compact, has some good mass to it. It's not too heavy though either, which is nice, which makes this gun a great sidearm. Now, I haven't tried the gun, I haven't tried the blowback, but it's nice that there's enough blowback there. Should give the gun some feedback. And the blowback also cocks the hammer, giving you single action trigger, which generally makes the gun a little easier to shoot, a little quicker to shoot too. Now, according to the claimed FPS, this gun should have some decent feet per second performance, so it should be decent at longer ranges also. Now, I'm pretty sure this gun has hop-up. I haven't really fully researched that, but I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that the gun had hop-up. So check my written review. I'll put that information in the written review, whether or not it has the hop-up or not. That'll give you a little bit better accuracy out at ranges, of course. I like the fact that it has a built-in, fully adjustable laser sight. So even though the actual iron sights are not adjustable, the laser is. The magazine, again, is full metal. It's not cheap plastic. And that adds a little bit to the overall weight of the gun. There's also a rail just in case you do want to add some sort of accessory to it other than the laser. And I like that the slide catch actually engages the slide or leaves it open on the last shot, so you're not just wasting CO2 till you figure out the gun's empty. And the open ejection port adds to the realism of this pistol. Again, this gun is a nice compact gun, so it would make a great sidearm for your airsoft battles. Alright, getting into some of the cons. The stick magazine, the ejection button is actually on the bottom of the magazine itself, so it's a little more clumsy than when they're on the side of the gun. A little easier, I think, to just use your thumb here and pop it out, but I'm sure you get used to it over time. Again, this gun has an exposed CO2 tab, and it is plastic. It doesn't hang out too far, it's not super obvious, but I like it when they're usually a little more concealed than that. Now again, the trigger is a little long and spongy, kind of doesn't really do anything here, lots of take up. And then it feels like maybe the gun's unsafe or something, you're not sure, and then all of a sudden, boop, There it goes. So that'll take a little getting used to as well. Alright, this G&G GS-801 pistol is available in our Canadian Replica Airgun store, so check us out at replicaAirguns.ca, where we have it in the Airsoft pistol section. Also come down to the replicaAirguns.com website, where I have written reviews, articles, photos, and different things of all these guns that I review. I generally write a written review with photos, so check that out. I'll put links in the description of this video for you. Don't forget to subscribe before you head out. Also check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. And if you're interested in other products, BB guns, blank guns, knives, and accessories, we also have those in our Canada and US Replica Airgun store. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.